Dungeons and Draggets, a game where we get together in my basement and play Dungeons and Dragons. Guys, let's say hello to our crew. Starting over here, introduce yourselves again.
Hi, I'm Dusty. I am playing Twitch Tinkerfoot, the Halfling Bard.
Hi, I'm Miko. I'm playing Jay Blue, the human Ragweed.
Hi, I'm Xander. I'm playing a monk.
What kind of monk?
Yeah.
A monk that is a bearded dragon.
Dragon Monk!
Alright.
Hi, I'm John. I'm playing a dwarf. I hit things.
What's his name?
Oh, Tarbin. Yeah, that's important.
I forgot that.
I trade that in for an ability to get
You are not min-maxing.
I'm Mackie. I'm playing Ashton the Ranger. I have a badger.
Name?
No, we don't.
Plaster.
No.
Damn it. And I'm Alkali. I'm your DM. Guys, let's start this off as we always do. Last time!
Oh, I missed it.
What happened last time, guys?
We beat up some guys.
Kobold murder.
Ashton chased a monk and pretty much did torture. He used vines and then shot him to death.
Yes.
Good work,
I
Ashton.
mean,
What do you want?
and then we got some items.
That's the best part, loot.
Yep, we got the
We
Chinese.
brought it back to Helaviv, right? And did some exchanges and stuff. We saw some kobolds in the road, and they asked about where we got our magic from. And we were like, well.
We just do.
It's a good
And we went back to the bar, where we got in a fight.
We tried to get back to the bar.
Yeah. All hell broke loose outside of the
Oh, did it?
bar.
Okay.
Yep.
All hell broke loose.
All
Kobolds
hell broke
everywhere,
loose outside.
Lights everywhere.
lights in the sky.
Romero special.
Yeah, he was having struggle times with kobolds.
Yes.
I don't fight.
Struggle snuggles.
Will you be my
And,
friend? Bear hug.
And then a kobold met me behind an alley.
And that's where we...
Hey, now.
And also, Tarbin, how did you do during that fight?
I murdered things. A lot of things.
You did.
I set some on fire,
You did.
threw a stick at one.
And the town guard, how did they react to all this?
They were scared of us, not the kobolds.
But they were also thankful.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely,
Right.
you know.
Respectfully scared.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct. All right. That's what happened last time. Guys, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Here we go. This one goes directly to our good friend, Jaka,
Okay.
Hi.
standing in an alleyway. The moon is the only thing. Like, no, you can hear it. I love that you're still doing like when we used to play at the table. Everyone, cover your ears. I have to talk to Xander and all of them. La, 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 la. No, we're just going to not metagame. How's that?
Okay.
The night is entirely lit up by only the moon. You're noticing now that because of the battle, most of the street lights, anything that used to be a torch in the street, they've been put out. The battle basically went too far. The street tunes haven't been out there. There is no light in the street. It's coming from windows and it's coming from the moon. And off that moon, you can see that the thing talking to you, this smaller kobold, has a sheen on his scales. This purple, deep sheen. But more importantly is his eyes. An albino would have these bright, reflective red eyes. Normal eyes, especially kobolds, would normally be a solid color. This kobold goes from a light purple to a deep purple in the middle. It's almost like these eyes are staring right through you.
Okay.
And the last thing that he said to you was, your components. You remember that last week?
Yeah.
He said, your components. His skinny arm reaches out to touch you, and as he goes, you literally watch him as though there was a rope tied to his belt get yanked backwards as he's reaching out for you. And you see him move a good 10 feet. As he throws out both hands, you watch his claws grow in this purple haze. It's almost like they are made of pure energy, just shot out and grabbed the buildings on either side. He is pulling against something, and behind him, only because of your specialty, only because you can see the divine magics and magics in general, you can see that directly behind him, something has opened it up. There is a portal trying to pull him in. You see these very slight tentacles of energy attempting to pull him in. And behind that, spot check.
Okay.
You can only see this if you roll high enough. There's another part of the description if you make this roll.
Perception.
Perception check, correct.
House rule.
Whoa, I got a 20.
Natural 20!
We're starting the week off hot, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Behind him, in the portal, you can see two figures. One of them, totally unrecognizable, wearing just the hood covering the face. But what you really recognize are the hands. Instead of the magic coming from hands, 5 fingers, you can only see 3 fingers coming out of these hands, and they are sending energy to one half of this tesseract, this portal. This creature is holding the portal open. The other creature you recognize immediately. A bright red fairy with flaming wings is reaching out and using the magic to try to pull this kobold in.
Okay.
And it just made eye contact with you.
Oh, okay.
You did.
Wink. Wink is moving.
Wink, yeah.
Fine, I wink.
You wink at the fairy.
Sure, it's a fairy.
It has one hand is pulling on the is obviously pulling the kobold. You see the other hand reach back, and basically a flaming whip has just formed out of nowhere, comes crashing down, severing the claws that the kobold is using to hold himself in place. One claw just went, and you see him basically being pulled backwards, only one claw hanging on to the other building. And he looks at you, makes eye contact. Don't do what they want you to do. This is a trap. And as he says that, you see him get pulled into the portal closing down as he gets pulled in, and the night is deathly quiet.
So that just happened. I'm going back to go to bed. Because I'm alone, right?
You are totally alone.
This is why I don't eat spicy food before bed.
That was a hell of a
That fucking dream.
Jacques is just standing out there. Huh.
Exactly.
Huh.
Like, what did I drink? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Is Tarvin poisoning me slowly again? Because this is what happens when Tarvin slowly poisons me. Alright, you go back to the tavern?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to be on hold for a little bit while I go to these guys. The fight had concluded, if I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that you guys were in the process of going back to the tavern, or you had just arrived there.
Yep.
Okay.
Time for a drink, and then bed.
Yeah, drink it bed.
You're sitting in the main room of the tavern. The room, you almost could sense the prejudice in there. Half of the room, maybe they saw some things of what you did. Maybe they didn't see what you did, Tarvin, but they are buying you drinks. They are very grateful because you made a difference in this battle, including you with your struggle snuggles.
Alright. Prejudice is my middle name, alright?
So you see them buying drink. The other half of the bar, they came in, you guys arrived, people left. Mainly when they saw you, Tarvin. A lot of people saw you enter the bar and made a reason to leave. Nilla is not looking happy about that, coming out with drinks for people that are no longer sitting there, looking around for them, and then giving you a look. I mean, you don't need sense motive to know the look is, this is your fault.
Tarvin, I'm sure you could drink further.
I'm sure I can.
Yeah, that's. I mean, she brought them all for you, clearly.
Do they want us to let kobolds overrun their town next time? I mean, really?
Some person drinks.
And as you guys are sitting there, celebratory drinks, a gentleman you recognize from before takes the stage, wearing his motley, throws up a wand into the air to a shower of sparks.
Oh no, Pepper, not again.
Am I back? No.
Not yet. You're about to be. Ah, gentlemen, the saviors of the town, those who protect us. Thrum. He's got a thrum.
Oh, that's not a tune, baby. That's not a tune.
That instrument has a list.
I think his G-string broke. His G-string broke. We're out.
The kobolds came, they tried to attack the town, and he starts playing music celebrating you guys. The tavern is getting into it. You can tell he's making it up, and honestly, as somebody who's been trained in bardic ways, he's got potential. Xander, at that point, you re-enter the tavern.
Okay.
What is
I
our...
sneak in, because I'm sneaky.
What is
I
that?
have a thing.
Alright.
There's a number. It
That's
says
crazy.
I'm sorry, did you say there's a number associated with
yes.
this? Go ahead.
Do I roll a sneak or?
I want to see this.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck.
I'm waiting for a 1. I sneak in through the window.
5 plus whatever it is. But help me out. Isn't this somewhere around here?
I don't move silently. Most likely.
This one moves silently. Go with,
Oh, move
Plus
silent?
yeah, just go with move silently.
Okay.
Plus 10?
15.
15. Okay, you're going against a tavern, so I have a bonus on my roll. A bunch of people saw you, some of them didn't. They looked over at you like, okay. It's the Dragon Monk.
Okay.
Forget with the flips. Do a flip.
Some you actually can hear because you're still, I'm going to assume you're by the bar. I'm putting you close. You just heard somebody ask Kabar, do you have any drinks for Dragonborn? He's like, not specifically. I think they drink ale. Give that thing an ale.
That thing. Oh, I didn't think it.
You heard that.
What's the name of our bad bard?
The bad bard, you've heard it. That would be Walter Shields.
Walter Shields?
Walter Shields.
All right, I
is the
will.
bard's name.
I am going to go outside of the tavern and sing praises of come and see Walter Shields perform a number. I'm going to blow this up to like he is doing feats that'll blow everybody's mind to set an expectation of here. I'm talking After Dark show type like levels.
Okay, so you're walking
This
out
guy,
of the tavern.
yes.
Okay, and you're I like that. All right, give me a perform check with.
I'm not gonna rag on another bar.
Hold on. I need to write something down so I
Need a
don't.
fucking local.
Okay, I am actually giving you a hidden modifier on this. It's negative, by the way. Go.
That is a 6. What am I rolling for?
Performance check.
My
General
performance? Not a problem. That is a 15, sir.
Total 15?
Total 15.
Okay, so you go outside, you start singing this gentleman's praises.
Drums.
There's a mixed response as you're doing it. You're singing his praises. You see your people like, oh, we go in there. The thing that you notice more, people are associating you with, and you hear this word specifically used, the magic user. No, that's the guy from Cirque du something. He's friends with the magic user. I think the magic user's in that tavern. You watch somebody run towards what is obviously the guards that are still standing around dealing with this problem, pointing at the tavern.
Guards will buy drinks too. Come on, everybody. Come drink and sing praises.
But the longer you do it, the more people are walking into the tavern.
Absolutely.
Okay, back into the tavern, you were sneaking around. People didn't notice you.
I just start walking.
Sulking.
Skulking. Not sulking.
Okay, open play. What are you guys doing?
Okay. Hey guys, what's up?
Not much. Chilling after a long day.
It's like cold reception in here. Feels weird. Just saying.
They
I
put
don't
an
know what
ale.
you're talking about. It's just fine.
Okay.
They put an
People
ale
are
in front
buying
of
the
you.
alcohol,
They put
and it's
more ale in
great.
front of you.
I asked for a rag.
A bar rag. Nilla throws a bar rag in front of you.
I start cleaning my weapons. They're covered in cobalt blood.
People are giving you a very wide berth.
Okay, good.
So, apparently someone's dating your daughter.
Oh my god.
Well, they're dirty.
It is open play right now, guys. You do what you want.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna drink.
Is the song getting any better?
At this point, he has talked about the kobolds attacking the town and the amazing Cirque. I keep wanting to call you guys Cirque du Freak, and I know it's not right.
Cirque de surprise.
Cirque
du
and the
Surprise.
amazing. I'm actually going to write that down, so I stopped doing that.
Oh, that is going to be that's merch material right there, baby. Cirque de surprise.
Actually,
You guys are ridiculous.
Ask Nilla what's going on.
I'm outside. I'm filling
okay.
this place.
Oh, that's
I want
right.
to fill
The
this
tavern
place
is
up.
becoming a bit more crowded. You see Nilla running around a little bit more. Your guys' drinks have not gotten to half empty at this point. Nilla is coming back over and
Half full, baby. Positive over here. Continue. Jesus Christ.
ass. But the tavern is getting more crowded, and Walter is now basically has gotten to the end of the song, and he's taking requests, and people are asking for other battle songs. He's singing about battles that have happened, most of them long gone, have nothing to do with this town, but that's basically what he's doing. He's trying to put energy into this room, and it's working.
Free bird!
He throws his flute at you.
Oh no! Dodge.
I'm gonna peek in. You should play the flute. I hear you guys are good with scales.
Whoa.
I'm writing down the number 100. That's either a bonus to experience or a negative, depending on how I feel when the game's over.
Anyway. That just happened. Give him my pen! Thank you.
Alright.
Okay.
If no one's doing anything, go ahead.
I'm gonna go up to Nilla.
Okay, Nilla's busy, but when she sees you approaching, she turns towards you.
Okay, hey, what?
No, not you.
Damn it.
Keep doing your thing.
It seems weird around here. The vibe. Is something going on?
She leans into you. Was just, your friend casted, what, fire magic in the middle of the town?
Oh.
No one sees that. What are you guys doing? Like, I'm sure it's going to be good in the long run, but these people are still terrified of that. Thank the gods that you helped out and got rid of what they considered to be a major scourge. Like, that's not smart. And you see her getting kind of frustrated, but she's still keeping up this barmaid smile. She's very good at playing this, but no, she's not happy with that right now.
If you want to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. I'm sorry.
She smiles, sighs, and walks away.
Okay. I'll walk back to my friends, obviously.
You guys are all sitting at the bar at this point. At this point, you're basically thinking... At this point, you're basically thinking that if they were going to listen to you and come into the tavern, they are in there. You're not accomplishing anything else at this point.
Guys, they're not too hip on our public displays of magic, so...
PDMs.
PDM.
Watch those PDMs.
Absolutely.
Ooh, what's this?
Let's be sneakier with it if we can.
Do I strike you as a sneaky sort?
That's true.
I
mean, you could have cut off a few more heads.
They were running away. I wasn't going to run after them.
You don't want to freak people out as much. Jesus Christ.
You got your shiny new boots. Why don't you do it?
So as you guys are sitting there, a younger gentleman comes and the seat next to you guys just cleared off. Somebody was sitting at the bar drinking. He left. A younger gentleman. He looks like he has worked for a living. He doesn't have a leg day though. Upper body strength. So I gotta know, what, you're an adventuring group that travels around and does shows? Because I saw you assault a bunch of guards when you first got to town in one hell of an entrance.
Nothing about adventuring. We are a entertainment troupe.
Well, focus, I gotta tell you, you're very entertaining.
And there's a difference between assault and defense. Remember that. We were merely defending ourselves from potential aggression that we did not wish to obviously harm our backflipping dragon. I mean, how often do you see...
As you're speaking, Noah walks past, puts some more drinks in front of you, like, yes, that table was incredibly offensive, and I'm glad you took care of that threat.
Bigger than me.
Finally, some freaking gratitude.
I mean, it's bigger than me. It's scary.
Everything's bigger than you.
Well, I appreciate some men who can actually take the situation into their own hands. He throws down a small bag of gold, looks over to Nilla. They do not pay for another drink tonight, and stands up and walks away.
Score.
All right.
As he's walking away, he turns back towards you. If you're ever in need of a hand in this town, I know many, many people. You can find me at the guild house. My name is Ixis. Just ask for me by name and tell them who you are. They'll make sure to find me right away. Good day, gentlemen.
Who are you?
What guild house?
Just said
The guild house, you would know there is only one guild house
Bounty hunters?
that he is. Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Guild Master Ixis.
Ah! He lays it out for us.
He smiles and throws another gold. That one's going to need more than the rest, I think. And starts to walk out. As he's walking, you see him kind of stop, walk over to Nilla. We're going to just go ahead, anyone who wants to, spot check.
Okay, sure.
Sort of, I don't know. Perception, whatever you want to use.
Yeah.
Another house rule.
26.
One.
26 is going to get it, so you do have an
Nat
answer.
one.
Yeah.
That was the right time to do it.
25.
You went to take a drink of a drink, and there was a straw in it, and you poked yourself in the eye. Yeah, dragon!
Have you ever done that before? It sucks.
Yes, I've totally done it. Okay, well, with the 26,
26.
and both of you get it. So anyone who had above a 25, Ixis
Sorry.
just went and gave Nilla a kiss on the cheek, but what you guys noticed is that he pressed a coin into her hand, she kisses him back on the cheek, and he goes out the back door.
They're Twitter pated.
About a minute after that, you guys are all facing Nilla right now as she's refilling her drinks. You just notice the tavern went quiet.
Okay.
Where is he? And you see people moving out of the way, and as you turn around, a older gentleman in long, flowing white robes, wearing a huge holy symbol of the god Palor, is standing in the doorway. Behind him, two larger gentlemen, both wearing black, short robes that all of you being battle-hardened can tell are hiding armor. These guys are armored, the other one is not. Nilla moves forward. Cleric Orti, what a pleasant surprise. And he immediately just stops her. Where is he? You see a few people kind of stop moving, and they just slowly point at Tarbin.
I see you're keeping the healers in business, Tarbin. Well done.
You see the two gentlemen that were flanking Cleric Orti. You see the two of them kind of move around. They are giving you a wide berth, but they are making sure that anywhere you go besides over the bar right now, they're kind of waiting for you to move. And Cleric Orti walks forward with all of you sitting there.
I'm gonna take a half step back and I'm gonna prepare a counterspell.
Okay, you're preparing a conversation.
I'm just watching him like a hawk.
I'm gonna walk up to him, drink in hand, right up to him. Hey, you seem pretty important. Who are you?
He looks at you, looks at one of the gentlemen wearing all black. He immediately comes over and flanks him, getting between the two of you. He is just standing there.
Excuse me, mister. I'm trying to. Here, I'm gonna try to push him over, but not like forcibly, just like.
He is holding his ground and not reacting because you're not doing it forcibly. You see him like curious as to what you're doing, but he doesn't seem to be taking offensive action.
Who are you?
Wait there, little man.
Hey, I'm not that little. I'm only like 14,
You're the little man.
15.
You see the gentleman standing in front of you is not. He's large. He's imposing. He's not taking any offensive action. He's just standing between the two of you until Ortiz goes, shut him up, and immediately this man goes and backhands you non-lethal damage.
Shit.
Well, he's dead.
Not touch attack. So normal AC.
17.
17? Okay, this guy just reached back and hit you. Hit you with the back of his hand. If somebody had hit you with the back of their hand, you'd feel the hand hit. There was a weird force behind this. It does 10 points of non-lethal damage. Wow. And he, bam, backhanded you. You sober up? Not quite, but you see what I mean. Like, you got adrenaline going now. He was just backhanded you. Or T looks over to you. You see one of his hands. He is making very complicated hand gestures. All of you are practiced enough in magic. This would be what you would do to almost ready a quicken spell. He is holding...
Do we spellcraft to see what spell it is?
That would be incredibly hard, but you can.
Hey, that wasn't necessary. I'm just standing here and
16
asking
isn't-
questions. All you needed to do was answer
Okay.
what I was asking. What was I asking?
Okay. Once again, he is moving his feet. He is ignoring you, but he gave the guy a look. You all saw it. This guy is standing between the two of you. He no longer looks like he was just no. He is taking a defensive stance between the two of you, basically keeping you away from him. As Ortiz starts to approach you,
You stop wiggling your hand.
sir. You
I can do it
cast
too.
magic. But you do. You're
I'm
literally
mocking
okay.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
mocking
fine.
it.
This is how I cast magic now. I slap attack.
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers.
Got your nose.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe.
Alright, well,
You see him still holding the spell.
this could be another broken table. There we go.
You
Holding a table.
cast magic within the walls of this town. You are coming with me right now, dwarf.
The beer's here.
Not wrong.
Take your beer with you.
They gotta carry the barrel?
You see him approaching. He does not look amused.
Nilla!
Excuse me, why does he have to come with
Yeah,
you?
why?
Can I sense motive on this guy?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'll leave
That's a
it.
good question.
Nilla!
Oh,
Kabar! These guys are being jerks.
17
really
plus 12.
hurt.
So 29.
29.
29. Okay. This guy, you don't have no idea what spell he is casting. He's scared. He is definitely trying to just what his thought right now, from your sense motive, is what can this motherfucker do to me? It's not it's more okay. I got to be ready for him to make a move. That's what he is doing right now. Okay. So.
Basically,
And
me,
as you
24/7.
yell for Kabar and Nilla has been out there the whole time, kind of standing back. Kabar comes out of the back of the tavern, wearing his long, the apron and everything, very large and
Kabar, this
imposing.
guy just came up and he just hit me. I just want to know who he was. I don't understand what's going on.
And Kabar looks.
Can I have more ale?
Kabar looks up at you. That is a very good question. What is going on, Otri? Otri looks over and goes, Kabar, I am merely taking this gentleman from my premise. I'm sorry. Has he done something wrong? He cast magic inside the city walls, which is not a crime, is it, gentlemen? I believe that as long as they have a writ to cast magic, it is perfectly acceptable. Otri goes red in the face. And where would they acquire a writ, pray tell?
So it's legit.
If I remember correctly, you guys have a stack.
Of blank checks.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Hot writing action.
I said, write that check, your ass in a sign, go.
Otri looks over to you. Fine then. Present your writ.
Throw.
Okay, so you are standing in front of the guy. You're not going to be able to forge it right there. You know that he'll see you too, unless. And if I remember correctly, you have not actually forged one of those yet, because I don't even think you guys knew that was necessary, or maybe only in passing.
For the magic, no.
Can't I
Okay.
stand in front of him or something?
You got to work together to make it happen, or do something, but you cannot just write it in front of this guy. Yeah,
But
that
he's
won't-
asking me where my writ is.
he's asking you where your writ is.
I pick up my axe and say, here's my writ.
Well, that's a distraction. Do your thing.
You see, Otri starts to raise his hand. Kabar puts his hand onto your shoulder. Now, I don't think that is necessary. I'm sure they will show
Are
you
they
the
significantly
writ.
distracted?
They're looking around,
I'm
but you're
gonna-
going to need a little bit of time. You're not using a stamp, you know me. You need a little bit of time, maybe a quarter, maybe up in the room. You're going to need a good 30, even with your skill, 30 seconds would be a sloppy job and a hard roll. If you had a full minute, because most of the writ is ready to go, you need a full minute to know that you're making it. A full minute is really going to
The
help you.
thing.
Is he with us right now?
Who? All of you are together.
Oh, okay.
Together.
Well, I'm drunk enough to do this. I know guys. I know this is pressing matters and everything, but we are a performing troupe. Have you ever seen a dragon do a one-armed handstand? I'm drunk, and I just get on the bar and I just do a one-armed handstand.
The two guards are confusedly looking at you. If I remember correctly, what are you wearing right now?
Just my regular monk.
Yeah, monk stuff. Okay,
Monk stuff.
you go to do the one-armed handstand, your robes fall down around the belt, and your freaking lizard cock is just hanging out there as you start doing...
Internal plumbing, easy there.
No, he's having a good
This
time.
world.
You're doing a one-handed upside-down push-up with your junk hanging out. Acrobatics check?
Yeah. Oh, good. 18 plus
Oh,
everybody.
apparently it's a third arm. He's doing it.
Tumble.
Is it tumble?
Yeah, tumble.
Oh boy!
What is it, like
31.
31?
So, okay, you are easily doing one-handed upside-down push-ups with your junk out.
Yeah.
Those two are distracted, and Otri is looking at you. He is laser-focused on you.
Yeah. Is any...
Fuck.
Right. I was gonna say, is anybody else looking away
with
from
her
the
job.
dragon, perhaps?
Looking away from the dragon?
Yeah.
A few people are looking around, but most people are pretty on, oh, so that's what dragon junk looks like.
Yep. Okay, well, if anybody's kind of paying attention, I'm literally throwing 7 gold pieces at people who might be paying attention
Okay.
here.
Alright. You do notice one guy was watching you. You're going to bribe him with 7 gold?
Yep.
Base diplomacy check. Go ahead and just roll a diplomacy.
12.
12 with your bonus? You're fine. Yeah, you gave him 7 gold. He sees what you're doing. He kind of looks over at Otri, looks over at you, smiles, and pockets the gold. Okay, but that being said, I'm going to say that you're rushed in doing this, which is not a bad thing, but you're not going to get the bonus.
I want to cast a spell. On
on him, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
As he's handing a coin over, give him a pat on the back.
Uh-huh.
Haste.
Nice. Well played.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna roll my spot because they are distracted by the nearly new dragon. Okay.
They're impressed.
Good pat. That was a good pat on the back.
Okay. The gentleman that you're giving the money to definitely saw the spell, and he kind of took it back a bit, but he's got gold, so he's not really caring. The other ones are distracted by dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you cast haste. Go ahead and roll your forgery. Come on, 1.
24.
Okay, 24. You forge a writ, because once again, you have a blank check, so it takes you a moment to write out the description, and then a moment to sign the name.
Half a moment.
And
You do it very quickly. There's a little bit of smoke coming off.
and we do know of, Captain Pulsar and, all the appropriate authorities at this point,
Yes, you do.
including, do I have any red ink?
Really quick, I want you to give me, and only you, a knowledge local. If you don't have that skill, it would be your wisdom or intelligence.
17. Boy, this is super weighted.
You're 12, 12, 12, 12.
You not only knew to put pulse on there, underneath pulse, because it's a magic writ, you even remember to write Gentramortem. You have a...
Oh, yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not going to penalize you for information I gave you later. You passed your knowledge local, so now you knew that. All right, you signed both names very quickly. There's a little bit of smoke coming off the paper because your pen was moving so fast. Little quill, which you have a lot of ink in, apparently. Okay.
But again, do I have any red ink?
Sure.
It's important.
Sure.
Okay.
You can have red ink.
And on the bottom, another signature of basically a splotch of red ink.
Just a splotch of red ink on the bottom.
A splotch of red ink.
Okay. All right. At the bottom is a splotch of red ink.
Well done.
Very well played. All right. Splotch of red ink. You hand it... I'm sorry, what do you do with it? You have it in your possession now. I was about to tell you what you were doing. Yay.
He meant to say over here. He gets shiny things confused sometimes.
You...
No, I want my axe, but I'll take the red.
The Otri looks at you. No! Snatches the writ out of your hand. What was your total roll? Sorry.
For
the forgery. Was it 27? You
it's
said?
12 plus 12.
Okay, 24. Okay. He snatches out of your hand. You see him looking at it. He reaches into a pocket and pulls out basically not a magnifying glass. What are those called? Monocle. Puts it in, staring at it. Almost crumbles it up as he throws it back at you. As what's his name? As Kabar goes over to him. I think that you're done here.
Actually, no, I have a question for him.
We're killing.
He was about to cast magic. Where's your writ?
He turns from you and walks away, turning back at the door. Kabar, I swear to you that I will
Hey,
make you
swearing's
pay.
not nice.
When this gentleman does damage to our town, you are going to pay for it. And Kabar goes, well, good thing I own a tavern then. And Otri storms out. You see him walk out. Both of the guards follow him. The one that hit you kind of looks over, sighs, and just walks out. Okay. The tavern starts to clear out now that Otri left. Most people are leaving.
Damn, I should have taken
Ta-da! Forces down.
this shiny.
I didn't break anything.
Oh, good job.
All right, Kabar.
Yeah.
What's this guy's issue?
That's Otri.
Yeah, we've learned that.
Otri is in charge of the clerics in this town. He is their justicrat. His job is to bring magic users to the church. And quite frankly, most of the time when a magic user ends up going to the church, for some reason they become part of the church and we don't see him too often after that. Yet another thing that we don't need helping with the purge against magic.
So they're normally all stop and frisk? Because I don't like that. That's not very nice.
Since the tavern is mainly clearing out, Kabar looks over at you guys. Your rooms are comped for now.
Yeah.
I suggest that we stop this night from getting any worse. Why don't you head upstairs? I'll have some food and drinks brought up to you. Okay?
Room party.
Room party.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I'm drunk.
Room party.
I'm going to bed. My face
I really saw my
hurts.
dick. I don't know how I feel right now. Actually, I think I'm okay with it.
Alright. You're a monk.
I think
You
I'm
being in a
okay with
monastery, you know, like
All things must pass.
I'm catching up. I haven't done much, so yeah.
Does he get any, like, you know...
Actually, there is a younger woman in the audience.
Oh.
Maybe 19. As you go upstairs, she presses something into your hand. Find me later.
See? I gotta be more open like that. That's great. Okay. You're nice.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I don't know. Jealous.
I gotta keep.
Okay. All right, what do you guys do?
I'm going upstairs. I need to take a moment and get my bearings. I'm out of spells. So I'm going upstairs.
It's time for snooze.
I'm tapped.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Anyone do anything else tonight?
Count our money.
Okay. I know the room.
All right.
To the room.
No, to that girl's room, wherever.
You,
Why not?
Oh, we're breaking out that compendium. Here we go.
When you open the note, it does say, meet me. It basically mentions the night, the next night, and where to meet her.
Oh, it's tomorrow night.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got plans for tonight, boy.
Jeez.
That's right.
Okay.
You
Sure.
can only have so many clients in a night.
Then I guess I'm going to sleep.
Okay, you guys head up to the room. Anyone do anything else tonight?
I fixed my javelins before I go.
Let's go through. Let's do a quick inventory recap and see where we are in terms of coins. What do we got?
You guys are sitting in
Yeah.
your room talking it out. Go ahead, all you guys.
We should go through. I know we got some of the coins off from the warehouse. I know we got some stuff.
Yeah, we got some
I know,
random gear.
Helavi was going to enchant 3 items for us.
Random beer?
Gear.
We got some liquid. Where we at coins?
Helavi's
Where we at?
giving us enchanting stuff for us?
Remember they said that
Oh, that's right.
once we turned in those components
Yeah.
from the warehouse,
Right, I remember that.
wanted them and will enchant some stuff for us. So
She'll enchant 2 things.
2 things.
Oh.
Well, I'll talk her into 3. So we'll figure that out. And you have some stuff. We had a couple things, but let's just make sure we're on the same page. I'm doing okay
Heads.
with names and people. I need somebody else to deal with stuff.
I got a list of stuff.
So I've got
Stuff.
got Saren's eye over here.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. The follow the eyeball thing.
Yeah, it's like goofy, like active.
Oh, we kept that, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's.
that's cooler.
Yeah, the active
Do you have the sheet of paper for that?
What's the red potion?
No, I think it's in his stuff.
Do we know yet?
Let's sip and find out. No.
If you do know it, it's somewhere written down. If not,
The what?
let me know.
Is it a red ever-moving potion or the yellow viscous?
Yeah, the lava lamp potion. That's all I have written down. Lava lamp potion.
I know what it is. I don't know if you guys got
I don't
it
think we know
identified.
this.
Shit.
I mean, we're
That's dire straits.
Oh,
drinking.
Who wants? We got a cloak of resistance +1.
That's right.
That's right. Cloak resistance.
somebody who's not a dragon.
Don't you have like natural resistance kind of rolling on you?
That's right.
Well, he's a monk. He's a
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm fine.
After
Whatever.
spells, after everything. I'm a monk.
Who wants it?
I mean, this is a snug
I
yummy
wouldn't
at this point, I
mind.
assume.
I was a kid.
So.
All right.
Jeez.
I'll take it.
As you put the cloak on, you feel a little less drunk as your resistance goes up a little bit.
This is shit.
And he throws the cloak to the ground. Xander?
Yes.
My clock went to sleep for a moment. What's your time set at?
38.
Thank you.
We also have. I wrote down telegram scrolls.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, message.
Yes, yeah. We had
It's,
the
it's
no,
two
no.
of them. It's
Yeah.
you write it down,
The whispering
it'll
one.
disappear and go over to the other one. It takes 10 minutes.
Right, okay,
It,
so
takes,
we got-
it takes a while.
We got 2 of those.
Oh yeah, we were gonna give.
We got a pouch of sand
card
suitable
or
for sleep
something.
spells.
Jay brings up a good point. The scrolls that we have, do we want to use them between us, or do we want to leave one with someone like Kabar or Helaviv that we always have because it travels miles, if I'm not mistaken, that we can use as a, hey, we done fucked up, or something's on its way, or
I mean, it's not bad.
be home before dinner. Like, do we want
I mean, I would say with Kabar.
I would almost argue better with Helaviv, because she probably has an easier time getting in touch with Kabar by herself.
Because I have some spells myself. Like, worst case, I could send Whispering Winds and messages across vast distances of lands. But, huge tracts of land. But, do we want to have something that we have access to that we could let them know, hey.
Or they can let us know if they
Right, and if they can,
What are we
because it's
talking
two-way.
about now?
Either the witch lady or the tavern owner.
Well, we have those scrolls.
Those
to-
2 scrolls,
to
exactly.
Telegram. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Which
about.
way do we want to go? Do we want to, like, who do we want to give them to? We keep one, they keep the other, and they can keep contact with us.
I say the witch.
The witch?
Which?
Yeah.
I also vote the witch.
Okay.
Alright, the witch.
We'll do that in the morning then. We'll go back.
Well, you take them, and then.
Okay,
You
I
can
hang
hold
on,
them
but in
and
the
then you-
morning on our
yeah.
way before we go wherever we go, unless we get
Right.
ambushed somewhere, we'll stop off at Helaviv and give her the scroll, let her know, hey.
I scratched it off my sheet, so make sure you guys hear.
I like the unless we get ambushed.
We have a divination mirror for you to use. A masterwork flute.
Oh, we must have gotten that from the guy.
Who would get that?
No,
we
there was.
There was a bard in that fight.
Yeah, there was a
wasn't
bard in the fight.
Yeah, I'll take that
Did we
flute.
take his
You want the
flute?
flute?
I can learn how to play flute.
You took the
Yeah.
flute? Give me a, what's that called? Good evening.
Spellcraft?
Yes, spellcraft,
Use,
thank you.
Use magic device.
It's going to be a spellcraft to start.
Oh yeah! 18 plus 6. So, 24.
24. So you're staring at this thing. It's the inside. As you're staring at it, trying to figure out, like, oh, masterwork. So you're actually, measuring it out. You notice that inside, in the flutes, there are runes inside that flute.
Fancy
That was
food.
gonna be a blow dart for a second.
You look inside.
The flute's trapped.
I don't have much perform in. I have perform string, but I will fiddle with it a little bit just to see.
That's not
You're
fiddle,
fiddling your flute.
Fiddling my flute.
Okay.
I could be waxing the flute, ladies and gentlemen. That's a whole different story.
You roll, use magic device.
Okay. That one's that
As
rough.
he's sitting there playing a little methodic song.
30.
30. As you're playing it, you actually catch the notes that feel right because it's starting to cast the spell.
Oh, shit.
You start playing it, and now all of a sudden you get it,
Somebody opponent.
and you try it.
No.
Sorry.
You are holding the Galaxy Flute.
Galaxy.
Galaxy Flute. 3 times a day. Tell me when you got it. Sorry.
3x.
3 times a day. It is a standard action using your perform check.
Perform.
Perform. Your general perform check.
Well, it's weird because, and this is a logistical thing. So, hey, congratulations, peoples. Because I just have perform string, but since performance goes off of charisma.
Right, that'll be fine.
Okay,
Yes,
so
use your perform string. That is, look, for me, perform.
it's
even
kind
though
of a generic, right?
Right,
But
string is your forte. You're very good at those, but you can use perform string for everything. I don't make you take 20 different performs. That's silly. You roll your perform check. It's versus a 20.
Okay.
However much you do, it summons a dart.
Okay. Well, let's joke around. Oh no.
It is trapped.
No, a dart?
A dart.
Okay.
That dart will do your perform check minus 20 damage. Auto hit.
Fancy flute.
Oh man, I need a fit and I'm good to go.
Yeah, it's the galaxy flute.
Oh
Not that
no.
sound familiar.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
Oh,
It's cool.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. Alrighty.
3 times 8.
Well done.
Yep.
That's a lot of fucking damage.
Yep.
Potentially.
It is a standard action, by the way.
So that's what,
Oh, and by the way, you can't do it silently.
Oh.
Just so you know.
unless I create a silence.
No, the sound is what is activating it, so it will not work inside of
That's what
silence. Okay, anything else?
Why don't you?
We got a bunch of random stuff we could probably just sell to somebody. We got some daggers, a poisoning dagger, short swords, long
Oh, the
swords.
poisoning dagger. Wait.
You want
Play
it?
with that.
I want to play with
There you
you.
go. Poisoning dagger.
He does like that.
Jay found a new trick! Hey, his juggle wasn't very
Hold
good.
on, let me try it again. He puts the cloak back on. This is much better.
I mean, we let him drink. Might as well give him the poison.
I mean,
so
we already got a kid drunk. Let's get
Yeah,
this
yeah.
other one going too.
you're the worst.
Drink the poison.
Okay, anything else?
Drink the
I've also got this wooden eye.
Yep.
Sapphire.
Is that the followy eye? Or
Isn't that Sauron's eye?
That is the eye of.
That is the eye of Sauron, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, look on the description of the Eye of Sauron. My description for the item will be there too. It's the same description. It's the same.
Honestly, if
I
anybody
think it
has a complaint against it, I think our Wild Strider here may be probably the best one with that eye too.
Absolutely. You're a scout, you may as well do the scouting.
You're the ranger. Wink, wink.
You're the ranger. Oh my god.
Go range.
Go range.
Okay.
Yes.
Have we got
Go range.
Do we want to split up the coin or do we want to keep it a group up? How do we want to do coin?
I'll take it.
Well, so will I. I like to buy things. Like that. So.
Exactly. Get
Tapping
the
at the
fucking
window
money.
is the guy with
Right
the
now.
sword.
But I said it first.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
Give it to the ranger.
Okay.
All right, let's roll it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, look.
Well, there are.
And this is
like, I'm
what?
gonna-
Straight.
There's
straight
probably
through.
opposing strength roll.
Yes, opposing strength roll.
Are they fighting over who holds the money?
Strong girl.
13?
Yeah, you won.
Oh, dwarf gets
I
back.
had a 17 and it rolled off and ended up with a 2.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
His drunken
It's
strength.
drunk strength, yeah.
What are
not
you
even
doing over
drunken,
there?
but maybe a little.
I'm gonna watch over the little pile of
You're
money. and, like,
supposed to be my
keep it
guardian
safe.
target.
Okay. All right. Things happen. Last question before you guys go to bed. What does happen with the coin? Who's holding it, or is it being divvied?
I think a group stash is fine.
Group stash? Do I
Group
add to that?
stash.
I got a group stash here. We just want to add to that.
Who is holding on to it in case they die and we need to scoop the coin?
We have a group stash. It's just kind of around. It was
Where?
20, right?
Where is the
Yeah,
group stash? Is
yeah.
what I wanted to know.
20 plat.
Yeah, I have 20 platinum.
We could
20
we
gold.
could talk
Keep the
to-
20 gold.
I mean, we're like staying here now, right? We could maybe talk to
Bank of Kamar.
we could probably bank it with him.
You're trustworthy.
I'd put my money on him. He gave me money.
Jesus.
I mean, booze.
All right. I mean, we got right now. Then with that plat, we have 28 plat, some gold, silver, and copper. I say we stash the plat and split up the gold, silver, and copper. So we have a little tiny code.
Okay, and where are you stashing the plat?
We'll talk to Kabar in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just say that he came up and gave you stuff. He has a safe. He'll take it if you want him to.
So we're
Sure
gonna
you
put the platinum.
With interest.
So
Compounding interest.
That being said, please, you keep track of the plat that's
I am.
on
I am.
you and in the safe. Thank you.
My character sheet's separate than the group sheet.
Perfect.
That's fine.
So then everyone else, if you want to split the rest
Yeah,
of it,
split even.
it's going to be 6 gold. And then
Jay, your face
20
actually
silver.
sunk like, holy shit.
we'll take 6 gold and 20 silver.
I can barely buy a house.
And there's 4 copper, which we'll tip to Nilla because it
Copper doesn't exist.
So the 4 copper we tip to Nilla.
Okay. All right.
We're
I'm going to say at that point, you guys head to bed for the night. You get a full night's sleep. All of your skills are reset. Anyone who was damaged.
I have some barbarian earrings.
Actually, but would it probably be a good idea before? Because I do have a couple like low spells left. I'm sure some of us do as well. Who needs healing before sleepy?
I always assume, unless I ask you, I always assume that you blew your spells
Okay.
on a still.
Yeah, whatever's left
it's, nope, it's one of those things that way I'm not going to penalize you for
You
it.
wake up refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yes, you guys blow your spells, healing each other. That sounded really
It's like
sexual.
a really good party.
I'm just going to go upstairs and drink a bit more.
All right, it is the next morning. It
Your
is
ambush.
probably about 8 a.m. You can hear all the noise coming from downstairs. You guys had a long night. You had a long fight. You can hear noise coming from downstairs at the tavern.
What kind of
Let's go
noise?
downstairs.
Yeah, I was going
Normal breakfast.
Oh, yeah, but breakfast
upstairs.
noise is
Get
good.
Normal breakfast noise.
Breakfast!
Breakfast.
Yeah,
I'm
downstairs.
hungry and I have a terrible taste of. I'm sorry, I'm still drunk. Terrible. Goodbye.
Oh.
As you walk in there, the only thing that really stands out to you is Rolf, the fat guard that you met when first coming to the town, has just walked out of the kitchen with Kabar. Kabar not looking too happy about this, and Rolf is being, I do apologize, it's just necessary that I search the premises. Thank you very much. Kabar being ever the politician. Yes, of course, I understand. I'm sure Otri wanted you to search it immediately, but as you can see, we are hiding nothing. Oh, yes, that does seem to be the case right now. Good day. He gives all of you a curt nod. You, just eye contact. He's,
Right back at
and he leaves.
Sexual tension. I say that.
Now I gotta kill him to say that.
Kabar rolls his eyes and just goes back into the kitchen.
Fight for who's on top.
All right, what do you guys do?
Breakfast.
You have breakfast.
Omelets.
It is still paid for. They're still
Well,
using.
Yeah, I can't eat eggs in real life, so I'm going to live vicariously through Twitch. I'm going to eat eggs. All the eggs.
Big crickets.
Okay, what do you guys do?
You big crickets.
I'm a bearded dragon. Chocolate dipped crickets.
Huge crickets, yes. Anyway,
So what's the plan? for
Breakfast.
today?
With
Yeah.
a breakfast sale.
what is it?
Anywhere? What do we got to go today? What do we got to
This is the House of Pancakes, so.
check in? Check in with the pancake master.
It's right.
No strum.
Oh, that's you. That's you.
Come up here.
Up here, we're going to be we're sending a little
Why
flag.
don't we go talk to the guildmaster? He might have some work.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's go to the Guildmaster. What do you say?
Okay.
Yay, nay? I mean,
Guildmaster,
I can think of anything else.
We got to make quick
Yeah,
stop
we can do
Halloween.
that. Did-
Oh, we should
did
stop by Helvig first.
I mean, also on that, did we like touch base with Kabar last night? I don't remember.
We should ask him what he thinks about this guy.
Well, about him, and I don't ever think we got dinero for helping Helvig.
No, we got to deal with that reward. Well, Holly's going to help us too, but yeah, we should talk to him.
Oh, yeah, did he offer to pay us for helping her?
Yeah. No, offer
He
is
didn't
like
comp our rooms and stuff, but I'm not going to...
That was to keep Declare from burning his
I
tavern
agree.
down.
right. Well, I mean, and because that
Or
got me
us.
in the face.
He did hit you in the face.
You got a mark. It was a good hit.
I'm surprised to let him walk out of here alive. But let me rephrase it. I'm surprised to let him just walk.
Cool.
You. Or T.
Kabar seemed to feel very strongly that I should not cause any more trouble.
So let's go perform and do magic and public.
Because I thought about it, like, really hard. I wanted to throw my axe, but
Now that we,
didn't seem to be the way you
definitely
guys
have a
wanted to go.
super legit writ to do
I
magic
mean-
in public.
That's true.
we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, like probably sometime this morning. Just gonna work on a much more,
Elaborate library?
one.
Oh,
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, let's get a library.
Yeah, no,
Clean it
guys,
up.
let's talk about this. So that happened. I was drunk.
You did
We
good.
need to
Quickly at that.
very fast.
You also rolled really high.
No, but really, like, what other kind of writs do we potentially foresee us needing? Because
License to kill.
I think I have one.
yeah, I
Wait, seriously?
legitimate.
I need this. I need it taped to the front of my shield.
No.
Do you
This
say?
is mine.
I was gonna say, do you say?
Can
that
you
out
read
loud?
this?
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
you wish you could.
Oh my god. I do not know how I feel about you having
You
a
can't just kill
license
me.
to
Oh, actually,
Tape
I
the
can.
shield.
I need this on my shield.
The license to kill is the bounty
Yeah, I have
hunters.
the bounty hunter's permit.
It basically, like, oh my god. It means that they will not just arrest you when you murder somebody, it means they would check on it to make sure that that was a person who was supposed to be killed. It doesn't just mean you can murder everyone.
This,
Tomato,
I
tomato.
mean, it's basically the same thing.
Okay, but
I have given you guys too much power in like the 8th episode.
but a
It's gonna be a
proper
long season.
magic casting within yada yada. Genter Morty.
We should
Yada.
we should absolutely give ourselves one of each of the good ones. Obviously, our performance, our magic, anything else that could assist us in this license to kill. The others we should stow away someplace.
yeah, like a call with all those. Put them in the safe.
No, they'll look in a safe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, I think
I don't think in these times probable cause is a thing. This is a hide this shit, bury it in the woods or something.
I think it's fine. Like, you guys don't go digging through my bags. You'd know because you'd have a knife in your throat.
Well,
I could use
that's
it
pretty
knife.
forward, but
I could use another knife.
Do you need one? I have one.
Here, just reach in this bag.
Okay.
Just reach in this
All right,
bag, and I
so-
think everything's in a sheath.
You take care of the Ritz.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
What writs do we have?
So for some
Write this
reason we
down
can
first.
Go ahead. No, I'll let you guys take care of
that's
that.
right,
Then I'm going
yeah.
to make you guys do rolls.
Yeah.
But figure out what Rich you do want, and later I'm going to make you do a roll on.
But
on
no,
all
I'm
of
taking 20 on all of these.
them. Because there is a chance of failing, even in the future, you can still botch these. So you can't just take a 20. Yep. Yeah, I will let you take a 20 on something that can be, because there are parts of it that you might not know. And in fact, because of this roll, I'm going to hide it. I'm not going to let you know what you rolled because you might not know that there's something major missing
Funky
from
about
these.
this. No, that's pretty funny. I'm
That's fair.
So when you get a chance, come up with what you're making, and we will take care of those rolls. But for right now, what are you guys doing?
We're going to the place.
what place?
Well, no, we're going to talk to
Yeah, let's talk to Kabar about the
All
bounty
right.
hunter dude.
Kamar's in the kitchen.
We're bugging him during rush hour.
Most of it's done, but he's cooking.
There's really nothing new about that.
Brecky.
Also, yes.
Okay. Gentlemen,
I guess I'm talking. Alright, so
You're talking.
we are very curious because we want to go and talk to our friend Ixus here. And
Guildmaster Ixus.
yeah, well, you could stick with the pleasantries. We'll nix on the honorific, so to speak. Mr. Ixus here seems to has his eye on us, and obviously you are our point of reference at this point. The city's gonna be burnt down all around you, and hey.
Ixus is a political figure for this town. He,
Much like Orti.
T is much more than political.
Okay, that's
Ixus is... He is able to do what he does because he has some very good friends in some very good places. In fact, it's said that he and Genter Morty used to be friends in their youth. So that is why he runs the Bounty Hunters Guild. He's a very straight, up-and-up man unless he can get ahead by fucking you. I would be very careful in any...
I get heads with an axe.
I'd be very careful with any dealings with him, but for the most part, as long as he is going to come out ahead on the deal, he's...
I'll deal with him. I'll deal with him.
Okay.
That's
I don't trust the man as far as I can throw him, and I can throw quite far.
one of the sayings I like to go by is you can trust me with your life, but not your money or your wife. There's a line of a trust that, you know what, I'll give you my life on this one, but the little things you may want to be careful of. He seems like one of those types.
He does.
Okay. So he won't murder us, but he'll leave us high and dry someplace. I can deal with that. Okay.
Oh, and I almost forgot. He reaches into a pocket in his robes and tosses you a small bag of coin.
So a big bag of coins.
He tosses you a
I'm gonna have like laundry.
Shields wanted me to make sure to give that to you as a thank you for filling the tavern. He got quite a few tips last night. He says that's your cut. Didn't want to say... he wanted to make sure that the professional courtesy went both ways.
Oh, no. I am absolutely looking forward to getting this place filled so I can embarrass him in front of everybody.
He says out loud.
Kabar smiles, goes back to cooking. The pouch has 23 silver in it. Okay.
Silver.
So you throw it into the food. What the fuck? All right. And where are you guys going?
Oh no! Didn't we talk about a reward for helping out Halavi?
Kabar looks over at you. You're eating, drinking, and sleeping for free. That's a pretty good reward.
He's right. I grab a barrel of ale and start walking.
Stop! He just looks over at you. Stop.
What?
Barrel down. You can drink while you're here.
Yeah. I'll give you guys 4 silver each. From the stack.
Score.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you put the keg back?
I guess so.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Where do you guys go?
23, so I get 7.
So now,
Okay. Well,
are we gonna go see? We gotta see Halloween now. Is that what we gotta do?
We will. Yeah.
well, where's the Bounty Hunters Guild in comparison?
Yes.
A bounty gunner? Bounty?
Bounty
Ugh,
hunter.
wow. I like that. Bounty Hunters Guilds. They would have guild houses in most districts. There is one in this one. The major one would be in a district that you are already aware you would have a hard time getting into. It's going to take a little bit more than just walking over there. It's basically the wealthy district. The walled district has the head of the
How many
bounty.
shops are there?
Write another writ.
Yes, a writ would get you in.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
How many shops are along the way?
Okay, so you're going to take your time really quick and write that writ.
Yep.
Okay.
What writ is this?
Give me
Well, it's in the
your
Bounty district.
what's the number that you're... No, I rolled it.
You rolled.
Oh.
What's your bonus? A dozen?
12.
Okay.
13 is a baker dozen.
13 because I'm such a nice kid.
Okay, you write what you think would be a
You
good
did say
writ.
you needed to change the sheet. Are you taking new numbers into account?
He told me the number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I will have to change. I have to do that. Okay, so is that where you guys are going?
Halavi first, I think. And
Tel Aviv and then...
we'll hit Halavi, and then we'll go to the district.
All right, so Halavi, obviously more in the slums area. You guys start walking along.
I'm gonna get us kicked out of the
Am I right in thinking you guys are avoiding the bazaar at this point? That's what you guys been doing, or are you
Are we?
avoiding the
Yeah,
bazaar?
because it hit.
You guys need
We're
to-
walking around.
We don't have enough
Okay, so you're taking.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
you're
have enough
walking.
plat right now.
You're walking through more of a slums district. As you're walking through here, you and only you. Perception check, please.
Uh-oh.
It's your spot or listen, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever your highest.
It's your spot.
20.
All right, Ashton, you're a ranger. You're basically always looking around. You see tracks. You see your entire life, most of it up to this point, you've been tracking animals. You've been hunting animals. You are being hunted right now, and you just noted there was a few things that kind of tipped you off as you were walking. But the final step was looking into one of the sewer grates and seeing the creatures down there. That little glint that made you realize they are armed and ready to shoot through these grates. You are being followed and tracked and hunted currently.
Very quietly, I lean over and I'm like, I think we're being hunted.
Please
explain.
Don't tell anyone. Is that what she said? Don't tell anyone. But I think we're being hunted.
They're hiding in the sewers.
What sewer?
Oh, just down by the side of the road. Don't look.
How often
Don't
are
look,
these
don't
sewers?
look.
How common are these sewers?
Not very.
So like
City block. City block. Yeah.
So like that sewer right there.
Yeah, that one right there. Don't
That's
look.
wyou saw the glint from. Sure.
I have a feeling we have to fix
Are
this.
they like?
secret.
Can you tell? Are they ready to open the sewer? Are they touching it?
I don't
Can you look?
know, but
You can't. You just know you're being hunted. You really don't know exactly what's going on yet. But
better
That won't work.
be on the ready.
We can run.
Grip's just casually walking in.
Yeah, I guess we could double time it if we wanted to, or we could just kill whatever comes at us.
I mean, that's usually our
Ammo.
forte.
Usually what we go for.
Alright.
Yes. Are you guys stopping, or are you guys still walking?
Walking.
I'm
Probably
just
keep
walking.
All right. In this case, give me.
I'm obviously glaring at sewer gates now.
Now, here's what I want because. Here's what I'm looking for. Are you trying to make it seem like you didn't realize you're being hunted?
I'm sure they are.
I'm playing
You are
dumb.
not. You're not
I know
trying.
it's
You're
hard
not.
to
I'm not that subtle, to be
I think-
honest with you. I'm
I think
staring at sewer
overall
gates.
we should try to make them not think we know.
Yeah, I rolled my listen check, and I know you guys are trying to be quiet, so I did not pass to hear you guys talking. So I do need to know: is there anyone who's just blatantly no longer like, what? We're being hunted. Like,
I honestly thought you were just saying that to him. Not you're saying that to all of us.
oh, I assumed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're all aware.
we're walking together.
Oh, sure.
Like a-
Okay, so is there anyone who's being overtly, oh my god, we're being hunted, or are you guys trying to keep calm?
I'm like, hey, how about that Cirque du Surprise? That were awesome, right? Bluff. Yes.
That's actually, I'm about to make you roll a bluff unless somebody.
That's what I'm doing.
Give us I'm going to make it as a group. Give me
Okay,
one
sure.
moment. But yes, get ready.
I really want to shoot a magic spell at sewer.
I know you do.
I like this.
John, 5 seconds. What are you doing?
It is flammable.
3,
It's flammable?
2.
Lightning bolt to sewer.
Okay, so I just want to set the stage on
It's a
this.
metal grade. I'm hoping it's a little.
This is the stage that I have said. Your ranger, as he's walking, like, oh man, what a beautiful day. Birds are chirping. Guys, we are being followed and hunted. Very subtly. He says, and the rest of you, being adventurers, like,
Oh, yeah,
all right,
this is lovely
all right,
day.
you know, you having your daggers almost always at the ready. You're stretching out a little bit in case you need it. The bard, he's thinking, all right, kind of planning ahead.
See
The monk cracks all of his knuckles. And you're like, really? Lightning! Bam! And you literally reach up into the sky, pulling the static energy from around, coalescing it into your hand, and throwing out a bolt of lightning at the sewer grate that he had just pointed out to you. And you go, yeah.
That one.
The lightning arcs, slamming into the sewer grate, shooting it. It used to be sealed. Like, this isn't something that comes. This isn't a modern sewer grate. No, this was bolted to. Bam! It goes flying into the air as basically magnets. I don't know how it works, but magnets. And you hear a scream, and a crossbow bolt goes shooting into the air to fall back down, and then another scream.
Wow.
Wow.
You speaking Draconic can actually hear, they're on to us, go. It was in Draconic. If you can't speak that, it was just a weird language.
The jig is up.
So instead of the bluff check, because we don't need that anymore.
He's bluff when you got.
I didn't do this part until we knew what was going on, so now at this point, everybody spot check. Mackie, you get an extra 10 years because you were already doing it. You were the first to notice. So add an extra 10 years.
3.
You immediately like, reach
You're
into your
blinded by the
pouch.
flash.
Nat 1.
He reached into his pouch, grabbed a wineskin. There was a straw in that too, and you jabbed yourself in the eye.
Jabbing myself in the eye.
nemesis.
Instead
You're
of
a
grabbing the
luxury.
wine sack, you'd actually grab his bag of rocks and
Oh, I hate getting sand in my eye. Okay, spot check for everyone who didn't just jab an eye.
I got an 11.
13,
30.
11, 30,
Sadly, 25.
25. Okay, but the 25 and 30 gets it. They obviously were trying not to reveal themselves. You watch.
They didn't.
Who's my
They
illusion?
didn't.
Is there any illusionists? I don't think any of you took
No.
that, right?
No.
Okay, so I do need just from you two spellcraft checks.
I can make you see stars.
Yeah, conjuration free. Okay. This is doable.
Oh, you don't actually have the skill.
So it's just plus your level.
So plus 7.
18 free.
18.
It's actually no. For spellcraft, it should be
19.
Is your intelligence modifier?
Is it? Yeah, and then your level because of who you guys are.
Oh.
Yeah,
But he
so
just
fair.
gets his level because he doesn't have the skill.
Correct. Yeah, he gets a few extra points because he had points.
18, So 25 then.
All right, so 25, you definitely got it. In one of the alleyways, they've probably been following you for a while. There was literally not a cone, God, I can't remember. Invisibility sphere was active. As you see 3 kobolds that were probably surrounding the person who cast it, you knew how the spell worked, so did you. You got 19, right? Yeah, both of you know how the spell works. 3 kobolds just ran out of a sphere of invisibility. There is definitely another kobold there who's holding the spell up. So they just left the sphere of invisibility. They came running out. You can still hear yells from inside the sewer where you blasted everything with lightning.
Good.
And one of the kobolds yells out, "For Krinscrack!" And they immediately start running towards you guys. The sphere of invisibility drops, and you see a younger kobold. You can tell that this kobold is a youngin'. His eyes closed. In his hand, he is holding the base end of a whip that he could never use. It's curled up on the floor. It's probably been trailing behind them the entire time they walked over here. He's got his eyes closed and he's muttering something over and over and over. And behind him, you see a blue kobold holding an obsidian curved dagger. And you see the kobold tap the younger kobold on the shoulder, whisper something into his ear, and stab him through the back. The young kobold screams out, and you see his skin start to bubble. Everything starts to boil as you watch his arms, his legs just grow, and this 4-foot-tall kobold is all of a sudden a 9-foot-tall monster holding a huge 3-headed flail. Both of his eyes have just popped, and blood is running down his cheeks as this thing screams and immediately goes into a rage, running at you guys. And that's where we're going to finish it for today.
Nope.
This is a lot of nope. This is a lot of nope.
We haven't fought a nope monster in a while. That's been fun.
Guys, this has been Dungeons and Draggets. We hope everyone had a good time. We'll see you next week for more thrills, chills, and 3-headed flails, starting over here.
I'm Dusty playing Mary Poppins, y'all. Twitch Tinker Flick.
Over here.
I'm Nico playing J Blue. A whole lot of nope.
I'm Xander playing Jaka, the dick-swinging dragon monk, apparently.
I'm John playing Tarvin.
I'm Becky playing Ashton.
Guys, I'm your GM. My name is Alkali. I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye.